Good evening, everybody. Dr. Cash Money back again out of hibernation for hopefully another helpful video. Buddy here, FinnDiesel, is asking me about Miscreated monster for Spider, and he's pretty popular for that, and that's where I use them. And I realized mine's actually not done yet, and I've been running them in Spider 20. So let's look over what we have for him. Attacks with me 2 times, 15% chance placing the stun debuff, and then has a 50% chance of placing a 60% decrease death debuff for 1 turn if the stun debuff is placed. It's not going to happen with Spider because you can't stun him. Damage based on HP, and then of course the skill and debuff increases. You can get that up to 25%. Lightning Storm. Pretty much what people use Miscreated monster for in Spider. Attacks all enemies, 50% chance placing a stun debuff for 1 turn, and then shields all your allies for 3 turns equal to 25% of the damage inflicted. So of course you're going to want to be able to do some damage with Miscreated. It's alive, gives ally protection to all your allies for 3 turns, where they'll take 50% less damage, and then Miscreated will take the damage instead, and then it heals him. It gives him continuous heal. And then of course Spooky Groan. Whenever ally protection is in effect, he places fear on allies that get attacked. So that's really why I went with 2 immortal sets. Pretty much emphasis on HP. I mean, you could probably get better than this. I'm not a super perfectionist when it comes to artifacts, and if you've been playing this game for any level of time, you know it's not always easy getting everything you want, but more emphasis on HP. Yet again, you see emphasis on HP, a little bit of speed as well. And I did go for some crit rate and crit damage, and that's to help his AoE stun and shield effect out a whole lot. Gives him some big juicy damage. And then an HP body, a good chunk of crit damage there, and then some speed boots. Hopefully this is crit damage. It is. So crit damage, amulet. I don't know why I have an attack ring. I should probably have an HP ring. It might have just been me putting whatever I had on at the time on them. HP would be way better than this. Let's see. I don't think any of this stuff skills off of attack. It's all HP. Yeah, so we just want more HP. Both of these are not crazy good. This one's probably better, but only if it lands. This could be really good, but it's an attack ring defense. Alright, let's try it. Actually, let's do this the Cash Money way. See, auto upgrading, in my opinion, eats up too many of your resources. So it's actually better to do individual clicks. And I've thought about doing a video on this before, but I'm gonna just do it in real time. Where basically I'm not auto upgrading right now. I just have an auto clicker that's repeatedly making 1 click for me. And I really wish one of these would land on HP, but I might get messed up here and have to re-roll on the other one. Okay, so we got 1. We'll just roll with it. See if we can get through this upgrade real quick. Everybody knows upgrading to 16 takes forever, and especially on a 6-star. But so we're gonna get HP ring, crit damage, amulet, and then banner should be accuracy. Hopefully mine's accuracy. Sometimes they do patch things together, but that's what we want ideally with it. I would, of course I'm gonna pick immortal gear because it gives you HP and HP regen. If you just have HP gear, that's fine. If you don't have immortal gear, go with something that gives you more HP. Another good pick could also be the stun set, because it would give him 2 separate chances to proc stuns on things. And what I mean by that is the stun set has something like 18% chance to stun, and then his AoE has that 50% chance, right? So whenever he did his AoE, it would try a 50% chance to apply stun, and also an 18%. So if you wanted him to do more stunning versus Spider, that would work as well. Like I said, I went for critical damage pretty much as a secondary on him. That way it gives him the chance to do that big damage and break those shields. And man, this is taking forever. Just need one more. One more. Come on. Come on, make my cash money day. How much have I blown already? I had like, what, 4 million? 5 million? Accessories are ridiculous. Also realized I had not finished my masteries on Miscreated as well, which I need to do that. But I could still kind of point out where I was going, what I was doing with it. There we go. That's not a terrible ring. It's not the greatest. It's better than what he has on. Alright, jump out of that. Let's go to masteries. Like I said, I'm not done with masteries. I'm not really missing a whole lot. I've seen another build where you go down the defensive tree to get access to more stunning through going after fearsome presence, but I think I just basically went with a general accuracy and damage build, where of course, you know, more AC, charge focus, more AC, as long as he has nothing on cooldown. Shield bearer, of course, because, you know, he puts more shield on. Yeah, I don't like healing savior. It's probably why I avoided it. And also don't like merciful aid. So swarm smiter, great versus little spooderlings. Make sure he gets all that accuracy, arcane celerity. Yeah, he places a lot of debuffs, so you know, gets that champion meter going on him. That way he gets more and more turns. Cycle magic, of course, a low cooldown. Lore Steel gives him a little bit more HP from the basic effects of Immortal, and a little bit more from speed. And then pretty much a standard offense build. Like I said, for my next 2 tricks out of this, it's not going to help us with stun. Also not going to help us with this stun. So both of these are really not super great. I'd probably go with Master Hexer as one, and then just me being me, I'd probably go with Kill Shriek. But like I said, I've seen a green build for this, and there's a way to build them green as well, like green and blue. That's good. This is just what I did. I'm not saying this is the best way or the rightest way. It's just the cash money way, and that's the way I went with it. But he was asking me, you know, how does it work for Spider 20? So I'll do a quick Spider 20 run. My Spider 20 is like around something like a minute to 2 minutes. It'd probably be quicker if I manualed it. That way, I would actually put defense down before my 2 royal guards start doing takedowns. But it is what it is. The AI always goes for like the flashy effects first, which is good and bad sometimes. I would rather, like, you know, have the royal guards go decrease defense before they try to do takedown, for that reason right there, because you just saw it was almost like 2.5 times more damage. And in this instance, they're only really trying to keep, well, the Miscreated monster's only really trying to keep the Skull Crown alive, and she's just there really for AoE weaken and do just a little bit of extra damage. If I had something like a Dracomorph, obviously it would be in that slot, but I don't. So I'm making do with the champions I have, because I don't have like the super crazy like spider deletion team champions like Dracomorph. But it gets the job done. What did we do? A minute 22? Okay, so it's not bad. It gets the job done. So you saw Miscreated monster did his work there. Really, that's all I have for Miscreated monster. I'll thank everybody for tuning in, checking it out. Thanks, Finn, for asking about Miscreated monster, and I'm going to try to get this video up as soon as possible for you. Thanks once again.